Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome. My name is Colin Simmons. I'm calling you from Birmingham in the United Kingdom. It's my absolute pleasure to be here this morning, really just to go through a business presentation to share with you something that came my way only in October of 2018. So not very long ago at all, but this industry has blown my mind. It's completely different to anything that I've seen before. Before I do that, is anybody like to say hi? Tell me where you are in the world. Give everybody an idea how global this business actually is.
Hi, Colin. Robert from Belgium.
Good morning, Robert from Belgium. Thanks for being on the call, my friend. Who else you got on the call?
Hi, Robin. I'm from South Africa.
Ah, welcome, South Africa. Welcome. Truly an international call. Thank you for being on the call. Anybody else like to say hi before I get started?
Hi, it's Paulus from London.
Ah, welcome, Paulus. Welcome, my friend. Thanks for being here.
Originally from South Africa.
Originally from South Africa. Okay, fantastic. Thanks, Paulus.
Right.
If you mute your mic after you spoke, that'd be great. Hi, Terry. Where are you from, Terry?
Hi, Colin. Paul.
Hi, Paul from Hawaii. Welcome.
Thailand here.
Oh, hi, Terry from
Paul
Thailand.
from Hawaii.
Welcome, Paul. Thank you. Truly an international call. Welcome, everybody. Right, I'll get everybody on mute now so I can get on with the presentation. So everybody can hopefully can hear loud and clear the information I'd like to share with you all. So as I say, I am Colin Simmons. I am in the UK. I'm from Birmingham in the UK. Personally, I have a background in multi-level marketing. I've been doing that for over 30 years. At the same time as I was doing that, I was a CEO of my own company. I was the very top of the tree of my own company. I had managers in that company up and down the land that I was involved in security. I used to employ about 100 people in a security company, and that was very, very stressful. I always looked at a home-based business as another way of creating an income to get me out of the stresses and strains of traditional business. So I looked at multi-level marketing, and that's something I've been doing for 30 years. In the last 18 months, I've spent more time in the cryptocurrency market. Again, that's a growing market. And again, I must say that has been up and down. It's had some great times and some bad times. It's just the way that cryptocurrency is. And it's just the way that some of the companies operate that are involved in that marketplace. Now, what happened for me was last October, a very good friend of mine called me up and said, Colin, I know you're busy doing what you're doing, but I need you to stop. I need you to have a look at what's landed on my desk. And because I knew this person very well, and I knew that he's normally involved in a lot of good things, I said, okay, tell me about it. What is it? He said, no, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to send you a video. I want you to have a look at a video. This will explain it better than I can. I said, okay, that's simple enough. He said, when can you watch the video? I said, I'll watch it right now. Send it straight to my computer. I'll watch it right now. So he sent me a video. It took me, I think it was 6 minutes long or 8 minutes long, the video. I watched the video and I thought, wow, that is completely different to anything I've seen before. He'd shared with me a way that I could receive money, I could receive donations from across the globe instantly. In all my days of multi-level marketing, it normally takes years and years and years of constantly trying to build, trying to sell something to get anywhere. This was something that got my attention because it was completely different. So I called up my friend. I said, look, Duncan, what you just shared with me is fantastic. I know quite a few people right now that I need to see what you just shared with me. Can we organise another meeting this afternoon? My plan is to get as many people on a call like this that I personally know, and I want you to explain to them what you just explained to me. He said, absolutely. So that's what I did. I got onto the phone. I phoned up a handful of people and said, look, I've just seen something that I need you to see. I want your opinion. Can you be on a Zoom call this afternoon? They said, yes. So we had the Zoom call. All of my contacts saw the same presentation that I saw. And all of them said, yes, we're in. So that day I registered with that company. I donated in that company. And on that same day, once all my people had joined as well, I'd received over $750 in that one day. That was a real eye-opener for me. And that was the beginning of this journey for me in this area of crowdfunding that I will talk about in more depth today. Here I am now in January, where are we? March of 2019. This game has changed up to another level now. So what I'm going to share with you is the very latest and probably the best company that I have seen in this industry. So what I'll do now is I'm going to share my screen and I'll run through a simple slide presentation showing you exactly what it is that I want to share with you now. So bear with me. And if somebody would be good enough to unmute their mic and let me know you can see my screen okay, that would be fantastic.
Yes, we can.
Thank you very much, Adrian, I think that was. Thank you very much. So as I say, I am Colin Simmons from Birmingham, United Kingdom. Okay, let's talk firstly about where we're coming from, first of all, and that is in 2008, I'm sure many of you know, we had the major bank crash. This bank crash is really because the whole debt that the banks have put us in has been a major, major problem. And the thing is, this problem, since 2008, has not got any better. In fact, I think it's getting worse. In fact, you know, if you have a high-paid job, you probably have high-paid bills, high-paid debt. If you're at college, you're probably going to be in debt before you even get a job. The system of debt is causing us big, big problems. Something has to change. The internet is what will change everything. We've seen in the internet already different areas, different fields where the internet has made a major difference. Look at the taxi industry. We all know of Uber. We all know how that has changed that industry. We look at Airbnb, how that has changed, the internet has changed hotel industry. We think, and I can see that there's definitely a time will come where the internet will change the debt that people are finding themselves in today. The solution, I totally believe, is crowdfunding. Fundraising is something that is not new. It's been around for generations. In fact, I know that my parents and their parents all used to fundraise as a community. That's how houses were built before the banks came along with mortgages. You would pile your money together. You'd use that money to build a house. You would then pile your money together to build another house as a community. That's how things used to get done. Here we are now in 2019. We are more connected around the globe than ever before because of the internet, because of smartphones. It makes the whole world a smaller place. It makes us all one big, large community. With that community, this will be the solution to the debt that we're all in. How? Well, we will be able to quite easily send money from one person straight to another to help that person get themselves out of debt. Or to help that person raise money for whatever cause that they want. Once they're happy and they've raised their cause, they may want to help somebody else. This, I totally believe, is a solution to the debt problem we have globally. What I'm sharing with you here is some of the major players that are already in this industry of crowdfunding. Just Giving, GoFundMe, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Facebook, Impact101, PayPal. These are some of the biggest players in this industry. They've all come around in the last 10 years or so, maybe 15 years max, and it coincides with the growth of social media, with the growth of the internet. How big is this market? Well, the records show that it's growing at 136% per year. That tells me, as a business person, that you want to be involved in an industry that's growing at a fast rate. If the timing is right and everything is aligned, you can see it's growing at a fast rate. Another key indicator of how big crowdfunding is when you get a payment processor such as PayPal allow you to crowdfund on their payment platform. This is big. This is big news. PayPal is one of the biggest payment processors on the globe. Another key indicator how big crowdfunding is when you get a platform such as Facebook that allows you to fundraise on their platform. If you've recently been on Facebook, you'll know that when somebody's birthday comes along, they are able to fundraise for any cause that they want, to help a charity or whatever. Now, what I urge you to do after this call, do your own research a bit further into crowdfunding, go onto Facebook, type into the address bar fundraisers, you'll see this page I'm sharing with you now. At the bottom of that page, you'll see that blue box, and it clearly says, raise money for a personal cause. Now, I think that is the most difficult part of this whole thing for people to digest. The idea that you can raise money for a personal cause. We've all been conditioned that you only raise money for charities. But here we are now in 2019, that more and more people in debt. This is a way that you can get yourselves out of debt by having your own fundraising campaign to get yourself out of debt. There's nothing unusual about that. Who can fundraise? Well, just about anybody can. You do not need to be a big company. You do not need to be a charity. You need to be over 18. You need access to the internet. You need a smartphone. Here is an example of a newspaper article from the Daily Mail online. This came out just before Christmas of 2018. It's a story of a broke father who has 5 children who was panicking. He didn't know how he was going to survive at Christmas. So he set up his own GoFundMe page at the time. He obviously got that website out there for everybody to see. And in no time at all, he raised £2,000. Sounds crazy, but that just demonstrates the power of social media, the power of people helping people. This is just an example showing you how big and who are the major players within crowdfunding. GoFundMe is most definitely the biggest player still. And they have done, as it says, they've raised $5 billion so far. And they actually started in 2010. That's only 9 years ago. And this startup company has done $5 billion in donations. So it's a big deal. People ask me, well, is it legal? Well, 100% it is legal. Hopefully from the earlier slides, you can see that the likes of Facebook, the likes of GoFundMe, the likes of PayPal are involved in crowdfunding, 100% legal across the globe. And if somebody says to you, well, that can't be legal, crowdfunding is illegal, you need a license. What I would say to them is, well, actually, there are different types of crowdfunding. Here in the UK, we have the Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA. They have research crowdfunding, and they have categorized it into 4 different categories. Loan-based, investment-based, those kind of crowdfunding are regulated by the FCA. They're more investments. Donation-based, prepaid or reward-based is not regulated by the FCA. Reward-based, donation-based is exactly how GoFundMe works. It's exactly how Impact101 works. I'm going to talk more now about Impact101 because this is the new kid on the block. This is a platform that will do crowdfunding completely differently than how GoFundMe works. And I can see that the results that they're already getting, which I'll share with you now, are already very, very impressive. And I can see why it's impressive as well. First of all, the CEO of the company is a well-established businessman. His name is Frank Servideo, 45 years in business, 20 years marketing and sales experience. He formed his own company in 2002. That company is still trading today, Castle Rock Research. He specializes in QR codes and mobile landing pages. Great timing on mobile landing pages, and more people have mobile phones. 2011, he formed QRGL Marketing with his business partner, a guy called Hans Lohmann. This is the brains behind the software, the brains behind making sure this system I'm going to show you now works 100% exactly as it should. And again, he has 30 years experience. My main point of these 2 slides is to share with you, these guys are very capable. They know exactly what they're doing to get the best out of this industry. These guys formed, in 2019, they launched Impact101. Now, An example of how good these guys are, Impact101 is actually 2 months old today. It's only been around for 8 weeks. And yet we are now in 124 countries around the globe in 8 weeks. There are only 70 countries around the globe that Impact101 is not in today. If you can see your own flag on there, you know that somebody in your country is already involved in Impact101. It has already spread to your country in the first 8 weeks of being around. I personally think that is pretty incredible. And it shows that what they have is that as a system, it works. It's very, very simple. And that's what I want to go through now. So the question is, why Impact101? Well, you can see their aim is to be like any of these major companies you can see on the screen today. I know that Frank, because I speak to him regularly, wants Impact101 to be challenging the likes of GoFundMe as the #1 crowdfunding platform on the planet. To do that, he has to have the right technology. It has to be 2019 technology. It has to work as it should, and that's exactly what it has. So the question is, if you'd have joined any of these previous companies when they first started, how wealthy would you be today? The timing is now for Impact101. As I said already, it launched on the 17th of January 2019. That's exactly 8 weeks ago today. So the timing couldn't be better for everybody that's here, that's having a look at what's going on with Impact101. What I'll do now is run through some of the differences of why this is so special compared to the likes of traditional crowdfunding platforms. Well, firstly, it's a single platform, a single crowdfunding platform and a marketing system. It allows you to receive half of everything that happens in your donation grid forever. And I'll talk more about the donation grid as we go along. Its Impact101 is based on a 2x2 grid process. And this process I've actually seen in action before with a previous company, and I know it works very, very well, extremely well. And this is the most successful 2x2 following donation process in history, using 2019 technology. Impact101 is a team crowdfunding system. Again, my background of network marketing, it means that if you're great at recruiting, you can do really well. If you're not very good at recruiting, then you seem to struggle. Impact101 is a team crowdfunding system. This is not network marketing. It works completely differently. It's only a 2x2 system. The beauty of that means that you're likely to get help from people above you within the system, and you're likely to get help from people below you in the system. All this is done in real time. One of the major things I liked about Impact101 is that this is a peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system. What does that mean? That means it's a person-to-person crowdfunding system. That means that when I send a donation from my bank account, I can send it directly to somebody else's bank account. 100% of that donation goes directly to the person that I want to send it to. Whenever I receive a donation from around the globe, that donation comes directly to my bank account, directly to my PayPal account, directly to my Uru account, or directly to my Bitcoin wallet, however I choose to receive it. Not 1 cent of that donation would go through the platform of Impact101. That puts me in absolute control. And I must make this very clear as well. When I send a donation to somebody via Impact101, via this system, I do not expect anything back from that person that I've sent the donation to. Very important that. If I did expect something back from that person, that would be considered an investment. So when I send somebody a donation, 100% of that donation goes to that person. That money is then gone. I will feel good knowing I've helped that person get out of debt or use that money for whatever it is that they need it for whatever they're raising their funds for. Because I'm an active donor, I'm able to receive donations from other people around the globe that I don't know, who are happy to help me get myself out of debt or help me fundraise for whatever cause I want. So the thing is, if Impact101 have set this system up and they don't receive anything from the donations, why do they do it? What is their point? Well, firstly, Impact101 will provide us with a very easy to navigate feature-rich dashboard. This shows us exactly who it is that they would like us to donate to, and it shows us exactly who is going to donate to us. It's just like a map that shows you who's doing what and when they're doing it. All done in real time, and for that, they will charge us a fee. Impact101 would charge us $25 for 6 months to use their software, to use their website. Or you could pay for the whole year and pay $40 for the whole year. That is the only funds that I ever send to this company. Now, again, in my previous businesses, I've been around companies where I'm encouraged to send money to that company, whether it be Bitcoin, and then it's fingers crossed I'm going to get that back from that company, and then they disappear and my money disappears with them. The beauty of what I'm sharing with you today is that $25 is all that I spend with this company every 6 months max. That's about $3 or $4 a month. The grids, we have donation grids. So a donation grid is quite simply a simple system that Impact101 use to tell us who we need to donate to, and it shows us who is going to donate to us. Every single person that's involved in Impact101, once they are become an active donor, so they would first register, they would spend their $25 with the company, they would send a donation off to 2 people in the system who they're told to by Impact101. Once that's done, they are then an active donor. You are then at the top of your own donation grid. And as you can see on the screen, there are 6 spots underneath you in your donation grid. In front of you, you can see Sue, Bill, Sally, Jack, Tom, and an empty space on the end. Now, your job, if you want to call it a job, is to share what you've seen with Impact101 with at least 2 people. So you help 2 people become an active donor. By helping 2 people become an active donor, that's step number 2 completed. Step number 3 is to help those 2 people also become active donors. A simple example of how that works. So there you are in your $40 donation grid. You've already donated $40 to 2 people, or between 2 people. So you sent $20 to one person, and you sent $20 to another person. You are now classed as an active donor because you have actively donated to 2 people within the system. Now your donation grid will open. You have 6 empty spots. You then share your website with your friend Sue over in the UK. Sue watches the video and goes, fantastic, I would like to become an active donor myself. So I'm able to receive donations across the globe as well. Sue would donate her $40, split between 2 people. $20 would go to you, and $20 would go to somebody else within the system that she's told to donate to. Second person that joins you is Bill. Bill from America does the same thing. He donates $20 to you, and $20 goes to somebody above you that you may not even know. That's step 2. This next step is to help Sue and Bill do exactly what you've just done. Sue will go and talk to Sally, and she may talk to Jack. She now has helped 2 people become active donors in Impact101. Sally and Jack, because this is your donation center, will also donate to you. And Bill will do the same thing. He'll introduce 2 people, Tom and Dan. Tom and Dan will donate to Bill $20, and they'll donate $20 to you because this is your donation grid. Very, very simple. Once that's completed, you've received 6 donations of $20. That's $120. You only donated $40 in the first place. You've been able to receive straight back to you from people you may not know 3 times what you actually donated in the first place. That's only on the first level, the $40 level. The nice thing about Impact101 is they have 8 different donation levels. You can decide on whichever levels it is that you're comfortable with starting on. You could on day 1 start with all 8 levels. It goes from $40 level down to the highest level of $4,800 level. As you can see, if we look at the $40 level again, $20 goes to one person, $20 goes to another person. You're then eligible to receive 6 donations of $20, $120. Now imagine if you built this up and you're on level 7 or level 8. You've donated $4,800 to 2 people in the system. You'd send $2,400 to one person. You send $2,400 to another person. Now, can you imagine receiving $2,400 from somebody you don't know from across the world? Would that make a difference? This is why I think this will make a huge difference across the whole globe for mankind. That's how strong I think this is. So at level 8, the $4,800 level, once you're an active donor, you're eligible to receive 6 donations of $2,400. That's $14,400 you would receive. Now, the nice thing is once you've received your 6 donations at any grid level, once you're qualified, you're able to do that again. You can go, great, I would like to donate $40 again, $20 to one person, $20 to another person. You're then eligible to receive another 6 donations of $20, another $120. And that works for every single level. So you can do this over and over and over again until you've raised enough for whatever it is that you need it for. And anybody can stop at any time, by the way. No one is forced to continue to donate, but it's only when you donate that you are able to receive. Here is a typical example of a very clean, very clear dashboard. The green boxes across the front there are the progress bars when somebody joins. You pay your membership, you choose your grids. If you want to start on the $40 grid, or the 40, the 80, the 150, or maybe the 40, 80, 150, 300, 600, or as many as you want. You donate to the people in there, you're then eligible to receive your donations yourself. At the bottom where you can see those zeros, that's really the nerve center. That tells you when you need to donate to anybody, if you get a number in there, when you're expecting a donation to come to you. The money that goes to the company, you can send that to them for their license. You can pay for that via PayPal, via credit card, via Bitcoin if you want, or via a token, a prepaid token. So there's lots of ways that you can send your $25 or your $40 to the company for the license. Very, very simple. Now, I showed you earlier that this platform is already in 124 countries around the globe. Now, the reason that's happened is because they have a simple system for success. Nobody needs to be any type of salesman. Nobody needs to be able to do a presentation like what I'm doing here today. All we ever do is we will ask somebody a simple question. We'll say, I found a way that a lot of people are receiving a lot of donations very quickly. If I send you a video, would you watch it? Something like that, something as simple as that. As soon as somebody says, well, yes, share it with me, you just share with them your mobile landing page, which has the video on it. The video does all the explaining for you. It's as simple as that. If they like what they see, they click on register, and they're involved. And all we do, we just keep on repeating that process. This is already proven to be a fantastic system. More detail about the back office is you do get a complete breakdown of exactly who you've donated to and who you've received donations from. This is great for your accounting. The mobile landing pages. We actually get 2 mobile landing pages within the system. This is part of the product if you want. You are able to actually build your own landing page within the system. You could do it for a local shop. You could do it for any business that you know that wants to get more business into their shop or into their business. Very simple way to do. It's there, and QRGL Marketing will actually charge most businesses a fee just for having this mobile landing page. They would charge them $250 a year for this service that we at Impact101 get for free. Well, we get it as part of the whole service anyway. So it's definitely value for money here. That really is the presentation. Hopefully that has made sense. What I say to you is please get back to the person that has invited you to this call. If you have any more questions, ask that person the questions. If they can't answer, join us on our Facebook group where we have lots of people there from around the globe that are there to help you get all your questions answered. I'm going to answer a few questions now, so I will stop sharing now. Hopefully you can all see me now. We're all back on here together. Really, questions and answers. The main question I get really is about the legality of Impact101, and hopefully from that slide you can all see that yes, this is 100% legal. This is why the likes of Facebook, the likes of GoFundMe, the likes of Just Giving are all platforms where people are able to donate as much money as they want to somebody else. The only difference with those platforms and Impact101 is that those platforms will take a commission out of the donation that you send to somebody. Impact101 does not take anything out of that donation. In fact, the donation doesn't even touch Impact101, which makes it very, very special. That's the main question. People also say to me, well, can I stop at any time? 100% you can stop at any time. If you've received as much as you want to receive, that can be the end of it. If you then decide later, no, I want to receive some more, you just donate again later on. Absolutely. People say to me, well, will we run out of people? Well, my thoughts on that is quite simply there's a lot of people around the globe that are in debt because of the banking system. They need another way. You need another way to get yourselves out of debt. This is what I think is the future. This is people helping people across the globe. If you have any network marketing experience, you have an advantage because you're used to working with people in this way. This is not network marketing, but you do have an advantage if you're used to working with people, especially across the globe. Are there any questions anybody has? If you would like to unmute your mic and ask a question, that would be fantastic. If you,
Hey, Colin.
Hi, Paul. Hi, Paul. Hi, mate.
Can you expand on that donation crits? When you start, let's say you start on the 40 level and you donate 20 to each person. And when you get that 6 donations, you might want to save some to upgrade for some people that don't have that much money.
Okay, well, yeah. What I would say first of all is people need to decide to start as high as you can, as comfortably as you can. The whole idea of Impact101 is that nobody should get into debt in Impact101. The whole idea is to remove debt. That's what it's all about. But I honestly say start as high as you comfortably can. Now, if somebody can only start on the $40 grid, that means they're only ever going to receive 6 donations total. So they'll receive those 6 donations. As long as they've introduced, of the 6 donations they receive, the person shared it with 2 people, so they have 2 people that have donated to them, they would have received, first of all, $120. They receive back 3 times more than they actually donated in the first place. So they're already up to winner. Now, with that $120, the smart thing to do with that $120 is to put $40 back into the donation level, $40 again. So you're going to donate $20 to one person again and $20 to another person again. So you're then again eligible to receive 6 donations at that level. That still leaves you with $80, which you could go and use that for anything you want. But the smart thing to do with that is to use that $80 to get yourself into the next level up, which is the $80 grid. You would donate $40 to one person and $40 to another person. You are then eligible to receive 6 donations times $40. That's $240. $240 where you donated $80. You can start to see how this is starting to accumulate. Once again, once you've got $240, you could put $80 back into that grid again. That leaves you enough to get into the $150 grid. Once you're in the $150, you can donate $75 to one person, $75 to another person. You're then eligible to receive 6 donations of $75, which I can't work that out in my head, but whatever that is, you can see it's going to be 3 times $150. $450 is what you would get. So again, you can see how you can go up step by step. Obviously, that's slightly slower than somebody that will say, well, actually, you know what? My money is sitting in the bank. It's not doing anything for me. I'll be happy to donate this money to help other people, knowing very well that within the system, I'm likely to receive donations from other people across the globe at that level. Now, it makes sense. If you send a donation to somebody in the $300 level, you receive a donation of $150. If you received a donation today of $150, would that make you smile? Would that make a big difference to you? That's only on the $300 level. Remember, this goes up to $4,800. And it's nice to receive a donation of $2,400 of one person from around the globe that you might not even know. I hope that answers your question, Paul.
Thank you. So it's possible to start from the first level, and it's just one time out of bucket.
Absolutely, absolutely, it's most definitely possible. Somebody, you could start on the lowest level today, introduce 2 people, find 2 people that are interested in receiving donations from across the globe today, help those 2 people tomorrow, find their 2 people tomorrow. You've now received $240. No, you've received $120 on the first level in 2 days' time. In 2 days' time, you move up to the $80 level. Do the same thing again. The first 2 people you introduce will follow you up to the $80 level. Help them, help their people get to the $80 level. 2 days after that, you're in the $150 level. 2 days after that, you're in the $300 level. Two days after that, you'll be in the $300 level. So with a bit of teamwork, you can move you can move from the $40 level straight up to the $4,800 level. Just takes teamwork, people working, people helping people.
Awesome. Thank you, Collins.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Yeah. Any other questions? If you don't want, if you're too shy, you don't want to ask your question, feel free to actually type it into the chat.
I have a question, Colin.
Yes, please, Robert. Go for it.
I get all the time the question, if I joined and I don't find 2 people, can I get donations?
Okay. Now, this is real special. Now, if you and this, I want to tie this in with a question from Romeo, asking me what makes this platform any better than any other. Crowdfunding is an industry that's going to grow and grow and grow. There's going to be more and more platforms that will be coming up because it's so needed, and that's a good indicator that it's an industry to be involved in. What makes Impact101 special is the software that they use, the website that they use, the technology that they use. Combine that with the idea of people doing something for themselves. If you look at GoFundMe, if I see somebody's fundraising page and I decide to send them some money, I know that a percentage of that money will go to GoFundMe. So the person that I'm trying to help won't get the full lot. They're only going to get a proportion of it. Now, I'll feel good once I've done that, and that's the end of it. Now, human nature is, what's in it for me? If there's something even stronger for me, like I'm able to receive donations from other people around the globe because I'm an active donor, I'm more likely to donate. So this is already proven. As I said, we're 8 weeks old. It's already spreading around the globe. So we know this system works, that people will do something if it's more in it, more reason for themselves to do it, apart from the good feel factor of helping somebody. So to answer Robert's question as well, if you're struggling to share this with anybody, but you've already donated in the system and you've received 6 donations from people across the globe that you don't know, you actually received $120 and you haven't done anything yet. So that's the first thing, which is fantastic, which shows that you are able to receive donations from across the globe from people you don't know, even though you haven't shared it with anybody. And Impact101 will let you receive those donations on any level, by the way. If you started on all the levels on day 1, you could receive 6 donations on that level from across the globe all day long. But once you've received 6 donations, you won't be able to receive another 6 donations until you've actually personally shared this with at least 2 people. This is their way of helping this grow around the globe, because it is something very special that we can share with the whole globe. It's not a sales pitch. It's a case of, look, would you like to receive donations from across the globe to help you going forward? How do I do that? Well, look, I've got a video that explains it better than I can. Then I send them a text message, or I send them an email or a Facebook Messenger with my landing page. They can watch a video that explains it all. That is how simple this system is. So hopefully that's answered Romeo's question. The reason why crowdfunding, peer-to-peer crowdfunding like this works is that I will know if I want to send you a donation, 100% of the donation goes from my bank account straight to your bank account. I know that if I'm an active donor within Impact 101, because I've sent you a donation, I'm now eligible to receive donations from other people across the globe. That's magical. Now I've got a reason to donate to you. One, I'm helping you, and two, I know I'm going to receive donations from across the globe. Hope that answers the call for Romeo. Question: why do people say that it's gifting? Well, gifting, people that don't really understand what gifting is. What I would suggest you do is you would talk to your accountant. You have every single donation that you've sent, you have a record of it in your back office. Gifting is when people are trying to get away with not paying tax where they are sending someone a gift. You are actually able to send somebody a gift, by the way. Call it a gift or call it a donation. If I send somebody a donation, it is a gift, but it's also a donation. I have a track record of that donation that I can share with my accountant. So it works exactly the same way that GoFundMe works, exactly the same way that Facebook works. Facebook now take a cut of any donation that you want to send to somebody for their birthday or whatever it is that they're fundraising for. Hope that answers that. Any other questions? Brilliant. Hopefully that's answered that for everybody. As I say, we are 8 weeks old, so you're all seeing this right at the start. I'd highly urge you to get back to the person that's told you about this. And then Romeo again. What if people say that it's gifting? I've just answered that. Isn't donations tax deductible? Well, actually, yes, Romeo. Donations are tax deductible, but I'm not an official accountant. So I'd honestly tell you to go and speak to your accountant. This is exactly what I will do. I will speak to my accountant. I will show them the donations that I have sent and the donations I have received, and we'll go from there. I do know, though, that you are able, tax-free, to send donations to anybody you want. But if you're using that donation as a way of living, I would say pay tax on it personally, but that's my own personal view. Hope that answers that. Thanks for being on the call today. We'll be doing another call this evening at 8 p.m. UK time in about 7 hours time from now. So if you can, if you like what you've heard today, be back on the call tonight with your guests. Let them see what's going on. If you can, between now and then, let them see the 8-minute video that's on your website or on your person's introduced you website. Get them to get an understanding of what's going on. Get them on the call later. We can have a bigger chat. There'll be more people on there. They'll see exactly what's going on around the globe. Thank you all for joining me today, and we'll leave it there. Thank you very much. If you'd like to say goodnight, please do. Bye for now.
Thank you, Colin. Brilliant call, like always.
Thank you, my friend. We just stopped recording. Thank you.